What's up, everyone? This is Tom here to show you how to do brand defense campaigns on Amazon. These are some of the tactics that I've used on brands that spend anywhere from $10 to $50 million of ad spend annually on Amazon. When I was at Amazon, we worked with large brands, small brands, medium-sized brands, and all of them incorporated some sort of brand defense into their strategy. So super important as you think about how to optimize your advertising performance. So a couple of quick notes. When people talk about brand defense, generally they're talking about the real estate that surrounds your brand when they land on your detail page or when they search your brand on Amazon. So just a couple of quick examples. I'm going to show you how to occupy these ad spots right here. So you'll see this brand, Mighty Patch. This is a brand defense ad campaign, and this is an ad spot. So theoretically, what you want to do when you're doing brand defense is, how do I occupy all of these ad spots? I'm going to show you how. The second form of brand defense that you want to use is when someone searches your brand name, say Mighty Patch here, you want to occupy this sponsored brand placement, and you want to occupy as many of these sponsored product placements as possible. So this may seem easy in when you think about it, when you just wouldn't you just target your brand keyword? It's not that simple. So I'm going to show you the best way to do it. First, starting with, we're going to show you how to best optimize these ad spots on your detail page. So what you want to do is go into your sponsored product campaign. We're going to use an example, Naked Feast brand. We're out of stock here. This is the product we want to advertise. You give it an ad group name. It's not really that relevant. You want to choose manual targeting here. And then you want to enter your products that you want to target. So product targeting, individual products. So obviously we want to do brand defense on our own keywords or our own products. What you want to do is make sure you select exact, and it defaults to expanded. So this is a really important tip, is when this is expanded, this is going to show your ASIN across other ASINs, not your own. So you want to make sure it's exact individual product targeting. And then you want to select custom bid. We're going to start this at 10 cents to start, and I'm going to show you why. Get this to 10 cents. Get this to 10 cents. And get this to 10 cents. Now, we can skip this negative targeting because we don't need to negative target anything. We're just exact match. And then this, you can choose what you believe is best for your brand. I like to go dynamic bid down only. A lot of the brands we work with, and including my own brand, we like to run with dynamic down only for brand defense. Generally, it leads to better return on ad spend, and it's a lot more efficient because your conversion rate's typically higher here, so you'll save some dollars. Now, this is where the key part of this strategy is. What you want to do when you're targeting this ad spot, because this is a product detail page, is you want to optimize towards this placement. Now, what we're going to do here is increase our bid 900% when you are serving an ad on the product page. Now, the reason why this is important is if you have a $4 or a $5 bid here, for example, and you have 0% here for top of search, that's still going to be your bid for top of search, and same with rest of search. Now, if that bid is $5 and you have a 100% modifier for product pages, now that bid could be $10. So why this is important is because if you have a lower base bid, you ensure that you don't show up in these ad spots. So the reason why you want to optimize towards a 900 or 100% top of search modifier, you want to calculate what is sort of the bid level. The most important thing you want to do is make sure you're not showing up in rest of search and top of search. So whatever that base bid needs to be, say it's $1, your base bid here is $1. Make sure you're not getting any impressions or clicks on top of search or rest of search. It's going to make it a lot harder to optimize your campaigns. So we like to go, 900% modifier. So a 10 cents bid can be 900% on top of that. So that's a really important detail that you want to hammer out before you launch your campaigns. Just make sure you don't get any sort of impressions or clicks here. And then you can sort of set your daily budget. But this is how you ensure you show up on these ad spots on your product detail page. So hopefully that was helpful for this sort of brand defense campaign. The second one we want to do is this one's a little bit a lot easier to manage. Obviously, you would do sponsored brands here, and you create your campaign name, set a budget, drive page visits is what you want to select here, and then you could drive to a brand store, and then what you'll want to do, we like to manually control this because it's a lot easier versus aiming for a cost per click. And then you can just add your exact keywords that you want to target. So in this case, it'd be Mighty Patch. You want to X out of these because these are automatically included. And then what this is going to do now is target your brand name for this ad spot for sponsored brands. Now, this ad spot. So a couple key things to note. You will need a brand store. You'll need to be brand registered to activate this ad spot. So that's the second way to do brand defense. And then the third sponsored display we're going to show you are these ad spots right here. This sometimes is an ad, and then sometimes, let's refresh this. I'll show you what it looks like. Let's go to a different one. This is a sponsored display spot. So we also want to occupy this when you're doing sponsored display. So what you want to do is go back. Let's just make sure we capture that. Sponsored display here. Set your budget, ad group name. What you want to do is optimize for conversions. What we found when we launched this is this typically performs much better when it comes to driving sales. We like to manually control it. And then you could choose image here, advertise products, and drive to products detail page. We've seen this work much better, and you're not going to have videos show up on your detail page. This is never going to be a video. And then you want to select the ASINs you want to advertise. Obviously, right now it's ineligible for us for this example brand. And then this is also super important. So in order to show up in this ad spot here, you need to individually identify the products that you want to target. So when you enter the list, you want to grab the ASIN, the child ASIN that you want to target. Now, this is obviously not the brand that's included here, but it's just an example. So grab your list of ASINs, enter your custom bid here. Make sure you remove these defaulted items that Amazon includes here. They do that so they can increase your ad spend on their account. So this is super important. You want to be hyper targeted with your sponsored display. And then over time, you optimize your bids to match the ROAS that you want. But ultimately, if you do those three things, you're going to occupy the most important brand defense ad placements. Again, this is the ad spots that you want. So someone lands on your detail page. You want to show your list of ASINs here. You do that by implementing the product page modifier. You also want to show up here, sponsor brands. This will be easy, similar concept, sponsor products. And then you also want to show up here, leveraging sponsored display. So hopefully that was useful. These are tactics that we use every day for some of the biggest brands in the world, and hopefully that was helpful, and we'll be back for more later.